Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I didn't post anything last Saturday, although I said that I would every Saturday. But last week was kind of overwhelming and draining. I didn't have energy to do anything really other than my work, which was, of course, necessary. So I decided to skip last week's video. But after a week of rest, I'm very excited to be back. I want to talk about my life recently while also preparing my planner or weekly plan and also do my devotional journal. I know nobody asked for an update on my life, but I still do want to talk with you all what has happened recently, maybe some kind of reflections I had, and I don't know, hopefully someone's out there also feels the same way. So if you're interested in that, please grab your journal and let's journal together. Or you can also use me as your background. Maybe, I don't know, whatever works for you, I think. So, how are you guys lately? Do let me know. Let's catch up a little bit. What have you been up to? By the way, this is my current week. So we have here the Friday, and this, of course, tomorrow is Saturday. Hopefully, by the time you will see this video, and also in this part, I wrote all the skincare products that the derma suggested to me. So I had to write it down. So this is my week currently. A little bit busier compared last week. Last week was so messy, very unproductive as well. So it's good to be back on track and be able to do tasks that I need to do. So it's really nice, I think. And let me know, how are you? As for me, I was feeling really low last week. I had to reflect on my life, my career, and my relationships with other people, and of course this creative space I have. As you can see here, this was last week and it was almost empty. I was really feeling bad looking at it because I wasn't productive as I should be, and I think that's the issue. Without knowing it, I think I was measuring my worth or my value with productivity or how busy I am. And another thing is that each month I set goals, and sometimes some of them are really big goals, as you can see here. And I feel bad because I feel most of them, I didn't reach most of them. For example, I have here the first one is the 30 days meditation. I really wanted to be consistent in that and discipline myself, but suddenly I failed in that this month. Another thing is the 30 days studying because I was preparing for some kind of an exam, maybe, and then I failed. So I was really feeling bad about it. And another thing that I might add is that the BBW, which was in Bacolod City, 2 hours away from home, BBW or Big Bad Wolf, it's like a book event that rarely happens in my province. And I was really looking forward to do it. But then I canceled the last minute. I told my friend that I'm not coming anymore and she shouldn't wait for me. And it was really sad because I think for 3 weeks I was looking forward to do it, but I knew that I also didn't want to force myself in doing something. But yeah, do you guys also have moments like that? I wonder. I think I'm not alone in this, but do let me know. And I want to know why these things happened. Like there's just a sudden drop of energy. And back then, few years ago or a year ago, I would really feel bad about it, because I don't think people experience it. So, but yeah, but now I learned to be okay with it. I learned to deal with it mainly by resting and taking the time to be gracious, I think, and be kind to myself. But yeah. Anyway, I am just using these stickers. They are still from a journal with Lawrence, a friend I met in Manila. So he created this really awesome stickers. I actually didn't want to use them. They look very, very adorable, as you can see. However, I also didn't want them to, just be there and not use them. It doesn't make sense. So even though they kind of look big in my planner, because normally I use small stickers, but that's why I only put, I think, around 4 stickers in this weekly planner I have, not to make it too overcrowded, I think. So, yeah. By the way, you would hear from time to time some background noise because it's actually we have typhoon here in my country, so the rain is really strong, but I'm still drinking coffee, iced coffee. Even though it's gloomy and it's raining, I cannot miss drinking a coffee. Going back though, yeah, I'm not always kind towards myself. I have big dreams and big aspirations in life, and I get frustrated and overwhelmed very easily, actually. And I always get disappointed whenever things and, plans did not work out the way that I planned them. So, yeah, it's so hard for me to let go things. No matter how much I tried meditating, my friends knew that I'm still impatient and I'm not kind enough towards myself. So, and but I've been learning. I've been learning to be more okay. And now my weekly planner is all set up. I like how they turn out, right? I think it looks cute. And later, after I shoot this vlog, I will write down all the tasks, important tasks, and also goals that I need to achieve this week. So yeah, that would be it for the planning part. And for the devotional journal, so in our church recently, we entered the Thanksgiving season, and part of that is we will do the 21 days of daily devotion. And just like the previous years, I committed in doing them like the whole 21 days. So today's it's already day 5, and actually as you can see here, this is the day 1. I tried a new setup, like as you can see here. I don't think I like them, to be honest. I only tried it because someone posted on Instagram like a layout like this, and it looks so good. But I think on mine, they don't look so good as well. I don't like how the handwriting are like they're not in one style. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this style again in the future. And then we have here the day two, and then another one for day three, and also the day four. And I did right here like a letter or something. And now you'll do the day five. So I already designed the pages last night. I didn't do, I mean, it was late at night that I designed it because I couldn't sleep. So at least now we don't need to do that, just straight to writing right away. By the way, I received my new fountain pen this week. It looks so pretty, actually. I just realized that it matches with my nail color. I'm very new in the world of fountain pens, and this one is Jinhao. Color is amber. I did a research about fountain pens. I have been interested with them, I think, a long time ago, but yeah, and I just only got my fountain pen just this week. So a few people had suggested that this Jinhao actually writes well for its price, and it's good for beginners like me. So I'm very excited to explore. I hope that I will not be too crazy about it. But yeah, I'm very excited about trying different ink brands and colors. I actually bought four ink samples. We have here the Ferris wheel press called Edward Gardens and On Inks Blue Horizon. And then we have here Jamin or Diamond. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but chocolate brown and ox blood. These are the colors. And this is the only one I have tried so far. As you can see in the pages, yeah, this one. This is actually what you saw. So yeah, that would be it for my fountain pen. Anyway, as you can see here, I love how it works so well for its price. It's also light, which I think you can tell a bit cheaper this is, but honestly, as long as it writes so well, I'm okay with that. So anyway, yep. Going back to my a bit of story. So remember I was feeling overwhelmed last week, right? And I also did some reflection with social media. As some of you may know, I have an Instagram account where I shared my passion for journaling, some of my pages, and I have a very, very lovely community. I am so grateful to all the people I met there. But I also must say that there's some kind of pressure. I mean, in general, in Instagram, there's a pressure, to have a big following because the more following you have, the more valuable you are. And some people talk about the algorithms and ways to beat it to gain more followers and more audience. And if you are someone who has a goal to have more followers and you're happy with it, that's totally fine. And but for me, I just find it very overwhelming. I think social media in general is very overwhelming for me. It feels like I have to constantly prove myself even on social media that I am worthy and valuable, and I just don't want that. But over the over the years also, I learned how to be grounded, and every time I feel pressured, there's this question that I always ask to myself, and this question is, why did I create this platform, right? Why did I decided to make an Instagram account? And the sole reasons are to one, express myself, and two, to connect with other people who share the same passion as I do. And this question, asking myself this question, always helps me to stay grounded in life and put my life into perspective. And when I reached 1,000 followers on Instagram, I think it was last month, and that was really, really nice. I admit it did make me happy, but it's so weird. I also realized, like, it's only for a moment, like the happiness just quickly fades. And I think that's good. I think that means my worth is not connected to numbers. I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying that because 1,000 followers is not really huge, and I might change my perspective on that once I reach bigger numbers. Yeah. Anyway, as long as I always try to do something because it makes me happy and it gives me joy and meaning in life, I think that's the most important part. I like doing something because I want to do it, not because people expected me to do it. And I think the result of that, like the numbers, especially, is I think just a byproduct, is a result, but it's not everything. Another example is this YouTube channel. Nobody asked me to start a channel, I have been really itching to talk about journals and everything in between. So even if I didn't really have a big following, I still decided to create this account. And I am not a very expressive person, maybe only to a few people, and I'm also very, very hesitant to share my life and my deepest thoughts here. And it takes so much, I think, transparency and vulnerability to do this. I feel like I'm going to cry now, but yeah. But I do want to create this platform because I also do value talking. I think it's nice to talk because from time to time, because it's healing in some way. So even if nobody had asked me like, hey, you should create a YouTube account, I still decided to do it, you know. So that's why last week I decided to skip the video because although I said that I would post every Saturday and I would really, really try to do it, but if my energy is very low and I don't feel good, then I wouldn't force myself to do it, you know, and I think that's very important. So, yeah, that's what I reflected over the week. Not exactly. I've been thinking a lot about it, you know, but yeah, I finally got to say it. I'm not sure if I'm making sense to you guys. I don't know. I am scared that the point is meaningless. I don't know, but I think what I just really want to say is do what you love. I think what makes you feel alive. And when you do it for yourself and not for others, not because the society is expecting you to do it. And if ever along the way in the process that you feel exhausted or drained or overwhelmed and you're almost like in the brink of quitting, I think it's very important that you will be gracious enough to yourself and to allow yourself to breathe and rest. I truly believe that rest is an essential part of life, and it's an essential part of a creative process. I think without rest, you would definitely feel burnt out, and you would start hating what you do, and you definitely don't want that to happen. So that's why, yeah, just reflect, if the things that you do still makes you feel happy and alive and joyful. But yeah, anyway, so this is just me writing in my devotional journal. It's been day 5, and we talk about how God satisfies us, and should be grateful about that. I'm also listing here things that I'm grateful for the week. So first, I'm very grateful for my family, of course, to my older brother who always cooks for us. He cooks very well, and I like his food very much. So I'm very, very grateful to that. Very grateful as well to my friends who are low maintenance, that I don't need to contact each day. I think everyone is just so busy in their career right now. So, but every time that we met, after, I don't know, 2 weeks, or some of them are after a month, you could still feel the connection. So I'm really, really grateful for that, that I don't need to like spend a lot of time. And then another thing, I am very grateful to my work. Of course, my work provides money, salary, which of course, giving me the ability to buy my wants, my needs, right? So I'm very grateful to that. I don't always feel grateful about my work. I'm gonna say it honestly, but I always ask God to teach my heart to be more grateful. And then I'm also grateful for my students. I am a teacher, and but even though I am the teacher, I am also learning at the same time to my students. I have met many, many amazing students, and they also taught me many valuable lessons in life. I'm grateful for my family. I already said that. I'm grateful for the creative space that I have, not only on Instagram and on YouTube, but in my home. I have a room of my own where I could be creative. It's a private space, it's my own space, and I'm allowed to do everything that I want there. And I'm really, really grateful to that. I'm also very grateful for this community, to the Instagram, all of the people that I met there. It's been really, really amazing, you guys. Thank you so much for being there always, to for your constant support. I think you know who you are. If you're listening to this, you're one of them, I think. And of course, grateful for all the wisdom and all the guidance that God has given me. I am right now in my 20s, which mean, I don't know, existential crisis has been intense recently, but always, always grateful that there are people who provides their, of course, their advices as well to help me navigate my life. But yeah, that will be it for this video, guys. Yeah, do let me know your thoughts. It's really, I've been really meaning to talk a little bit, so I'm glad that I did now. I hope I'm not very annoying. And I'm not sure about next Saturday, but I really, really try to post on next Saturday because I have many tasks to do next week. And another thing is that I'm very excited to talk about my 2024 journals, my setup for 2024. It's coming along, I think. So I'm really excited about that. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye.